y'all. I am recapping the latest episode of Empire, and y'all already know what I'm about to say, right? Team Jesse up in the house. Hey, I told y'all Jesse was not guilty, and I was rolling with him. And guess what? I was right. I don't care what y'all say. Oh, he's guilty. He just got off. He's not guilty. Period. Totally exonerated. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about this week's episode. So I'm going to start off with Andre because I usually get to him last. Oh, poor Andre. He has cancer. Stage 4 cancer. That's fucking sad as hell. I really hope that it's a misdiagnosis. Remember in season 1 when Lucius was supposedly dying of some mystery disease and it turned out there was nothing wrong with his ass? Maybe they'll do like some sort of fake out with Andre as well, especially since he has that new girlfriend that he's had over heels for. But Terry, girl, get your damn life. Andre sat up there and tried to offer her the world in the form of a trust when he's gone imminently, and she talked about she wasn't going to sign the paper because that's like admitting he's gonna die. Bitch, if you don't take that money and run with it, I mean, don't let him die and be broke. Hello, like, use your brain. But I mean, obviously Andre was touched by it. I mean, he was like, why or how? Girl, that's what I want to know. If she can cure cancer, then I guess she don't need a trust after all. She need to be in somebody's goddamn lab and selling the cure. But anyway, I'm happy to see Andre happy, even though why does he have to be happy almost on his deathbed? It's so jacked up. But anyways, moving along, let's talk about Empire. So Tiana and Treasure are still at odds. They're supposed to be recording a song and they're going at it like cats and dogs. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a little bit of beneath Tiana. Like I said last week, she seems a little pressed over the little young no-hit having Treasure. But, you know, through the conversation with Jamal trying to play peacekeeper, they come to find out that men have been pitting them against each other or against other women their entire careers. So they have a kumbaya girl power moment and they churn out a hit. So Black girl magic, black girls rock, and black girls can rock together. How about that? I do like Jamal in this role as creative director. I mean, we've been seeing him for the past 2 seasons trying to find his own creative space. Remember, he had that anonymous band that just suddenly dropped off the face of the earth. And so I think that's a very good role for him to be the creative force behind Empire's comeback. What else do we have? Okay, so we had Jamal. He's been given really minimal roles. I wonder if he's like shooting another movie or another episode, but we did get to see some Jamal performing, and I keep forgetting the little girl name. What is her name? Nicole or something like that. Anyway, she overstepped once again, but it worked out in her favor. She's now the choreographer for Empire, so that's a huge promotion for her. Then we had Lucius and Cookie came up with this brilliant idea. Okay, it's not so brilliant, but they came up with an idea to do a tour with the Empire artists, and they're going to, after some argument and back and forth, and Giselle flexing her muscle a little bit and bringing in Patel, who's still majority owner, they came to an agreement to do a free tour called the Trust Tour with all the artists so that, you know, people will kind of restore their trust in Empire. Okay, I can see that. They're planning on using the free publicity plus the money that they just embezzled or smuggled back from Panama to fund the tour. So hopefully it's not a complete bust. I think they should be getting sponsorships and all the other kind of stuff, but I'm sure they've thought about that, and it's fiction. So what does my freaking opinion count? Anyway. But on the other hand, the episode was very, very, very heavy on the thirsty side. I remember his name this week. So he's meeting with the FBI agent, and the FBI is up his ass about Damon Cross and about Lucius lying. Now, I'm trying to figure out why they're on Lucius' case again. I mean, he had already been to jail. He had already beat all kind of cases, and nobody was thinking about him when he was broke. But now that he's back at Empire, all of a sudden the FBI is on his case again. Why can't they let a black man make his money and do his thing? But Damon Cross, on the other hand, is very treacherous. So we find out a little bit of backstory about some things that happened, you know, over the past 18 months with Damon Cross kind of having his sights set on Cookie Lyons and using Thirsty to kind of get in the Lucius Lyon Empire kind of, you know, sphere of influence or whatever. I did think it was interesting, though, that, you know, Thirsty, he kind of played the Kaiser Soze. Remember Usual Suspects? I don't know if black people watch Usual Suspects, but the movie, you know, where Kevin Spacey. I know he's disgraced now, but anyway, he was getting interrogated by the detective, and he was making up all these stories, and it was flashbacks. That's kind of what it reminded me. It reminded me of The Usual Suspects. And Thirsty was saying stuff, and his stuff was checking out. But was he lying? Because some of the stuff he said didn't really line up. So I don't know what is the truth. Like, for instance, remember the game with Lucius and the poker game and Damon Cross? And Lucius, I think he lost the painting to Damon Cross, but he did like have the game set up to get robbed. So I'm a little confused, you know. Anyway, whatever the case may be, Thirsty is in over his head with Damon Cross. But it does seem like the FBI is a little bit more interested in Damon than they are in Lucius. So, which makes sense because Damon seems like he's richer and more dangerous. So, apparently Thirsty has a girlfriend this entire time that he's trying to protect. So, Thirsty is in a world of trouble. But I personally don't want to see anything happen to him because he's so great on the show and he really looks out for the Empire and for the Lions. He seems to be holding his own for now. And, you know, normally they just kill off people like Damon Cross. I mean, Lucius has hella bodies, but apparently he doesn't know how dangerous Damon Cross is yet. But, you know, that brings me to the previews. Why are the previews almost always better than the episode we just saw? I mean, the previews look super juicy for next week. We have Treasure's little hoe ass coming on to Lucius. And Cookie walks in, she storms off, and then she goes and shows up at Damon Cross's room. Oh, Cookie, girl, you barking up the wrong tree. I hope she don't do what it looks like she's gonna do. I don't know. She, in the past, has been slapping bitches and coming for people that come after her man, Lucius, but it seems like she was looking for any excuse to run to Damon Cross. So we're going to see more fallout from that. We're going to see if, you know, we're going to see Terry telling Lucius's family, or I'm sorry, Andre's family that Andre has cancer. And there's just so much more drama to come. So with this whole Jussie Smollett farce of a CPD persecution put behind this TV show, maybe they'll get back to promoting it and hyping it up like it deserves, because Empire is still good, people. So I will catch y'all next week.